everybody, how you doing? This is Mr. Marvin Fant, and as you can see from the headline there, we're going to be talking about Twitch from the Ellen DeGeneres show. And I see that a lot of people are speculating that Twitch may have had some foul play done against him. But I don't know, I beg to differ from that, because just looking at how the circumstances panned out, he was found in a hotel room that he had bought. Well, he was found in a hotel room that he went and got. And they said it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. There's a lot of things that we as men like to hide. We don't want to come out and say some of the things that we're going through. And I also speculated that when the Ellen show ceased, he had to be consoled by Ellen because it was over. And I take it that he didn't take it too well. And basically, he never recovered from that. With men, there needs to be a purpose. There needs to be a goal set. Maybe he didn't have any goals set after that. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Maybe, and I truly think it was the devil getting in his head, a little bit here, a little bit there, and still wanted to put up a great front, because we as men, we're good at putting up good fronts to not allow others to see what we're really going through. And my wife reminded me of this. I had done this before. After losing the job, you try to put up a good front, you try to put up a good face. And it all depends on how you deal with things. Or do you have God to look to, or are you looking to man? Now, I don't know how much of a godly man he was, but I'm just going by facts and evidence. And it doesn't seem like it could. Look, to me, if you're being led by God, you're not going to be influenced to put a gun to your head. Because we all go through something in this life. It's all according to how we react to what we're going through. We can all go through some troubles, but when you have God, when you're influenced by God, God will not have you put a gun to your head. And if you're influenced by Satan, Satan most definitely will. Some of you may get mad about that. Oh, how could you say such a thing? It's life. It's life. It doesn't matter how small the thing that you're going through or how big. If Satan can get to you and through you, he most definitely will. And I know it's sad that he posted so many videos of him and his family, and that's what makes it so heartbreaking. To see such happiness, but yet behind that happiness was great sadness. I look at it this way, because when someone commits suicide, it's all about them. You're not thinking about someone else. You're not thinking about your brothers, your sisters, your wife, your kids. It's all about you. It's all about you. And there are different levels to suicide. You can be up in age and you feel that you've done everything and you've seen the grandchildren grow up and all this other stuff. Different levels, different situations, but different situations that the devil will come at you. It's still a trap. Even if you're 99 years old and you figure you want to take your life, you're still taking away from your family. We've all been through things. All of us. The most pertinent thing that we can do is grab hold of God, grab hold of Jesus, and don't let go. Because right around the corner is Satan waiting to fill that void. God gives. He wants to take. We'll talk about Satan. And I think of Twitch in that situation where they just had their 9th wedding anniversary, him and his wife. I'm thinking, how could you do that? And then his adorable children, 2 of them. How could you do that? Suicide is a very selfish mental situation. But all things can be overcome in Christ Jesus. That's not just words to be thrown out. That's a fact. That's reality. People say, I just don't see how he could do that. It had to have been some sort of foul play, because he was so happy in his videos and things like that. And I say, that type of situation can always be a great disguise. Look at Robin Williams. Who would have thought he would have killed himself? He always seemed happy. He didn't seem like he was going through anything. I look back at, this is years ago, Freddie Prinze. Back in the 70s, during the height of his success, he was blown up. He had Chico and the Man, and he winds up killing himself. Took himself away from his child, small child who at the time grew up to be famous himself, Freddie Prinze Jr. But he took himself away from that. And that's why I say it's Satan. It's Satan. When we allow things to come into our lives and allow influences that are outside of God or opposite of God, it's Satan. And you don't have to be an evil person to be influenced by Satan. You could be the nicest person there is. But if you're not beholden to God, if you don't have God in your life every day, you can easily fall into that trap. Oh yeah, it's real. Enough said.